All right, everyone, we're going to take a look at Krav Maga strike set 4. So starting with section 1, starts with a cross, bursting jab cross, cover, hook cross. Again, other angle. All right, moving into section 2, he's going to do his jumping knee to right round kick. All right, moving to section 3, we get into some kick defense. So he's going to check a kick, return a kick, check the lead kick, return across. Angle. All right, moving into the final section, section 4 starts with an advancing lead kick, cross, turning back kick. Another angle. Nice. All right, so putting all that together, that's Krav Maga strike set 4. We are reviewing all of our bear hugs that you learned in basic training, and then we're also adding some wrinkles to these bear hugs. So the first new technique that we went over was bear hug from the front, arms free, no space. Again, we're here. We're going to take our right arm. We're going to be pushing out on the chin. And then our left arm is going to come deep, grabbing the head. Step behind with your left leg. Introduce them to the ground. When you're having this done to you, if you're an attacker, you want to practice a good break fall slapping out on the mat. If you're reviewing this technique solo, imagine they're sucked in, up in on you. Their hips are right next to your hips. Take your right hand, push it out. Left hand, hook around. So that is bear hug from the front, arms free, no space. Next technique, bear hug from the front with a pickup. So if you're late to the party, I'm going to have Mr. Farmer demonstrate, so it's a little easier on his back than it is for him to pick me up. So I come in, ice, 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 and so I come in, I've got a good grip on him. He tries to get his hands to my hips. As I pick him up, he's going to swing his right leg back, bring his knee in, and then he's going to get right to the hips and finish just like he's doing regular bear hug from the front. If you're practicing this without a partner, or when you're doing this with a partner that maybe cannot pick you up, swing your leg back, come forward, switch your legs. You've got the hips, throw some knees. You can finish in the clinch, finishing off from there. So that is bear hug from the front with a pickup. Bear hug from behind with a pickup. And this can be arms free or arms pinned. The principle is going to be the same. We're going to do it arms free. Ice, 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 ice. Pick him up. He's going to take his left leg and he's going to hook to try to keep from getting dumped. Then he's going to do an uppercut back kick right to the junk. And then he's going to go right into the bear hug. Bang. Just throwing his elbows, turning in. Bang. All right. Safety and training as an attacker. After you drop them, make sure you get your head in their back if you're doing the arms free version. And then if we're just simulating this at home, hook, uppercut back kick, simulate the drop, bang, go right into all the techniques to finish a bear hug. And if you have a partner that maybe is not comfortable picking you up and you're working at home, so you would just simulate hooking the leg, let go, uppercut back kick, bang, and then go right into bear hug from behind, arms free. So those are trap and roll. So I'm here, Mr. Farmer. We got room. So I have him on top of me. The first thing I need you to do is solve the problem of the punches. So my hands are up. I can buck my hips. I can also use my knee in his back. So I want to pull him forward. Then I'm going to take my left arm. I'm going to wrap it up. My right arm is going to come under his armpit here. And I also want to trap this leg with my left foot. So all that's there. I'm going to bridge on my hips again, rolling onto my left shoulder, making a wide arc with my knee. And then once I land, I can strike, get one knee up, and the other knee up, and then you're out. Simulating this without a partner, you're here, buck your hips, pushing them forward, wrap, trap, take this arm and this knee over in a big arc, strike, exit. A technique is what we call the elbow escape. So if I'm here, get back to guard, and then I could do scissor sweep or kick off from guard to take care of the situation from there. But at least I'm not mounted anymore. So again, I'm going to take my right arm, control posture. I'm going to take my left elbow, get it on the floor. You can also use your hand. And I'm going to get my left knee, the side of my shin, on the ground on this side of his foot. And then I'm going to push down with my elbow and push up with my knee, clearing under his leg. As soon as I do that, I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to start to shrimp the other way. I'll control the head, if I can, with my left arm. Get your knee in here, shove off. I've got some space now, cool. Now I've got full guard, and I can go from there. So, simulating this without a partner. Here, I want you to move. Actually, I'm going to adjust my view here. I'm going to move onto my left side. Get your elbow down, your knee down on the ground like this. And then I want you to go like this, trap the leg, shrink the other way, simulate grabbing the head. Get your elbow down, get your knee in, extend them out. Cool. Get the space you need to achieve full guard. So that is the elbow escape. Now we're going to get into guard. So if he is in my guard, all right. So the first one we're going to do is the scissor sweep. So start with good control. So I've got my legs wrapped around him. I'm going to take my right hand. I've got control of the head. My left arm has control of his arm. I want to keep him from punching me. I'm going to keep my head close to him. So I decide I want to go for a get up or a sweep here. So I'm going to open my guard, put my right foot on the floor, bring it out, insert my knee, trap the leg, pull the weight onto you, and then scissor over on top. Once you get here, you can put him in the coffin. Stand up. I just cracked Mr. Farmer's back there, so good to go. All right. So if we're simulating this without a partner, imagine you've got your guard wrapped up here. Good. Open it up, shrimp out, get your knee in, put this one on the ground, pull him in, on top, exit the scene. So that is the scissors. Next technique from guard is what we call kickoff from guard. Here, starts very much the same way. Have this control, all right? I'm gonna open it up like I'm going for the scissor, but maybe he pulls back a little bit and I decide I wanna go for this instead. So instead of bringing this to the ground, I'm gonna put this foot on his hip. I'm gonna let go, twist back to here, kick past the head, kick him away at the body. From here, I want a butt scoop. Good. And then stand in base. Okay, so if I'm simulating this without a partner, I'm here. So same position to start, get the separation, twist over, right strong kick from your back, kick them away, butt scoop, stand in base, So that is kick off from side control. If someone gets past my legs and they have side control, so over here. So you see his attack is different than the headlock attacks were. So he's got both his knees on the ground. You know, he's in close to me. You know, his chest is down. So I'm gonna take my left wrist, put it at his neck. My right wrist is gonna be at the hips. So I wanna use that to create a frame. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically use that same move from the trap and roll. I'm just gonna buck my hips up, and I'm gonna use that to insert my right knee. Once I do that, I'm gonna extend him out. Sorry, I just can't keep that brace on. And then I'm gonna fight my way, shrimping into full guard. Once I'm in full guard, I can scissor sweep or do kickoff from guard. So doing this without a partner, you're here, create that frame, buck your hips, insert the knee, extend, put your foot on the ground, inch back into full guard. So that is escape from side control. Now I want to move into moves that have attacks. So the first one we're going to do is headlock from the side. So I'm here with Mr. Farmer. I want you to take your left arm, create your frame. Your left arm is on top, right arm is on bottom. Take this, insert it like that, create some space, inch away, get your butt away from them. Now I created space. I'm gonna push him into the space I created. Get your knees under you, right up into their body, and then strike. They're not gonna be able to hold on from there. Okay, so that is option one. This should be my default. So I'm just gonna simulate in the air. So I want you to see what I'm doing with my left arm is here, my right arm is here. Insert them, create space, inch away, push them down, knees in, and strike, and stand up from there. Move is going to be if I don't have room. So if he's got a good tight squeeze on me, I can't create the frame. I'm gonna suck my right arm in, getting my elbow in tucked to my ribs. My left arm is gonna go to the head. My left foot is gonna wrap his leg right here. And then I'm just going to push his head into the ground and just Donkey Kong him from there. Thank you, sir. So walking through how that should look. No frame this time. I want you to get on your side, almost like you're going into fetal. Take your left arm, get it here, left leg here. You can also take this foot, use that to get your hips up. Bang! Woo-hoo. Finish from there. So we're gonna move to mount. So headlock from mount. Very similar to what we already worked on. Take your left arm, hook, hit the arm that's headlocking you. Take your left foot, trap the foot, and then everything else is just like the first trap and roll version. So take my right arm, my right knee, turn it over, bang, strike, one knee up, other knee up, exit. So we're here, simulating this without a partner. Suck this in, right arm makes a big arc, right knee makes a big arc. Finish from there. So that is headlock from mount into choke from mount. So many of you learn this in basic training. So we're here. Yes. Yes. So I want to do it in one motion. So I am plucking as I buck my hips, and I'm going to pin his arms to my chest. I want to do this without having to wrap the arm. I want to pluck and buck and roll all in one motion. Finishing here, oh, strike, get up from there. So that is choke from mount. Technique is choke from side. So choke from the side. I warned you. So, explaining this one a little bit more. When he's in here, it's a lot like the choke with the one-handed pluck defense you learned in basic. I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm plucking, my right hand is a palm strike. I wanna get some room. Take my right knee, insert it. Now he could try to punch me, good. I'm not gonna let him. I'm gonna put both hands on his wrist and I'm gonna pull him into that kick, then kick him away. And then I'm gonna butt scoot and stand in base. So now I wanna talk about the other version. If he stacks me, and you only need to worry about this if you're brown 2 and up, but he's here and I'm gonna go to the initial defense. If he starts to move over and stack me so I don't have room, I'm gonna take my left foot, hook the head, squeeze him in, and this is the arm bar. So you understand the context. Most of the time I should be able to pull off that kick though. So if you're simulating the main move, here, take that right knee, extend, kick the body away, come up, butt scoot, stand in base.